Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found your way back, and we do appreciate it right here on 570 WSYR. You've been listening to The Local Show. If you haven't been listening and you're just joining us now, welcome in. It's always a good time to join us here. 106.9 FM, as well as the YouTube channel. You can see everything on that YouTube channel. I'm getting more excited about the YouTube stuff.
Are you?
Yeah. I just,
Do you like seeing video of yourself?
No, I hate seeing video of me because I am too heavy and very ugly. But I think that's a reason for people to tune in. If you want to see, you can rate yourself against. If you want to feel good about you, you look at me, and you'll be fine. But I just think it's cool. Really, we do live in a media time where people they just don't want to listen. They want to see it. They want to see everything in action, you know?
And I've shared before, I was a kid with a shortwave radio.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool the way that could connect the world.
Sure.
And I could hear South Africa would come in and they spoke English. So you could hear it and understand it. And you would hear other countries certainly not speaking English. I wonder where that is. And I had a map. And so the world got smaller. And in video, I've been a kid with a camera since I was 12. Yeah. So this combines
It kind of combines those pictures and things, yeah.
So, and I spent, like you spent a lot of time on YouTube.
Right. Now, that's not to say that when you're working around and you got your earbuds in and stuff, you want to listen to a podcast. But we got that too, so we got the best of both worlds.
Even on YouTube, I'll put something on, have the headset on. I'm not watching it, and I'm doing something else.
And you're doing something else. Yeah, sure, it makes sense. All right, Natasha Schmidt is with us right now. She's the co-owner of Rubberstone New York, and they can be seen online at rubberstoneny.com. How are you, Natasha?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me back.
Well, it's great to have you back. You're always a pleasure to have. So the New York State Fair in full progress right now. How much Rubberstone is around the New York State Fair?
That's a great opening question. To date, 35,000-ish square feet.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of square footage.
So if you want to know what Rubberstone's all about, just look under your feet right now.
Yeah, chances are you are walking on it.
That's great. Yeah. So how long have you been in the business of Rubberstone?
Also a great question. And it's funny because I was thinking about that when we came in, that it's 10 years that John and I have been doing this. Which seems like a lifetime and also not like a lifetime.
Sure.
So
because you're relatively young, you're younger than Steve and I. That's for sure,
that's factual.
It's not even close, Tom.
And you know what? We talk about local business here. Obviously, we champion local business. But here's a great example, folks, of a company that has a great reputation. Not only a great product, but when I first got involved with you guys, when I wasn't with Zoey, and I had heard about you, the comments from people were, they're a wonderful couple, and of business people, and they're good people in general first, and they have a good business.
And they say what they do and do what they say.
Yes, exactly, and all those things.
And in contractor world, no offense to any contractors listening, sometimes
hard to find.
The reputations don't back up the marketing.
Correct.
We can do this and that and that. So just in case someone's been living under some crumbly concrete and they're unaware of what Rubberstone is, go ahead, tell us what it is. Natasha, go.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Rubberstone is a poured-in-place decorative overlay system. We cover deteriorated concrete, asphalt, wood, and paving stones. No rip-outs, no removals, no damage to the landscape. Most jobs are done in 24 hours. Highly decorative surface, also safe, slip-resistant. We exclusively offer a total of 4 products now. And the products that we offer have been around since 1984. So while we've only been doing it for 10 years, the products themselves have been around for closer to 40 years.
Yeah.
And some of the products that we carry have actually been around since the mid-'70s.
Sure.
So it's a tested product that is proven to work for freeze and thaw conditions that we have up here, salt exposure, as well as high UV exposure in places like Arizona or in Australia even.
So what's so cool about putting it around a pool?
Well, it's cool because it's cool. It's much cooler than your concrete, your paver, stamped concrete. It's highly slip resistant, so the littles aren't going to be running and falling and skinning knees, and you're going to save a ton of money in Band-Aids.
Yeah.
It's also very decorative, so with over 20 different colors that can be mixed and matched, we have virtually an unlimited option of color ratios and blends to fit what you already have going on, whatever scheme you have going on in your backyard.
So if someone had a garage floor and it was crumbly, why wouldn't they just replace the concrete?
Rip outs and removals are time consuming, costly, they're dirty, they're just a nuisance and a pain. So if your concrete is still structurally sound, but it's just cosmetically unattractive or is starting to have some good heaves.
What if it's dipping really, for 3 or 4 inches?
I mean, it can dip as long as... If it's dipping by the house, that's a concern, right? That we can address on site.
In the middle of it.
Like in the middle of it,
right?
We have ways to fix those dips.
Okay.
Yeah. And because everything we offer is poured in place and hand troweled, we can compensate for highs and lows or heavy cracks, complete washouts even.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's good to know.
Could you put rubber stone on Route 17 down through the mountains where it's like boom, 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 and they tried that concrete experiment on the roads, and there's certain places, but they have to have concrete expands, right?
Mm-hmm. Expands and contracts. Yep.
So it does both.
Yep.
Okay. Is it too late to get something done with the pool?
It's not too late to do pools, patios, sidewalks, anything in the exterior. We do still have working time. We work all the way up until Halloween weekend. So
outside?
Outside, yes. So if it's something you want to get done in an exterior setting, give us a call. Don't wait any longer.
Should they wait for the basement, or should they sign something?
No, basements, we can do those at any point too. We might as well get on the books now, and then you're ready to go when fall hits.
So you'll start the basement stuff after, like you have a hard stop for outdoor and then a hard stop for indoor, or a hard start for indoor?
No, I mean, we'll do basements year round.
Yeah.
We try to hold those off until after the 1st of November so we can really focus on exterior work. But not to say that if you need to have your basement done because it's flooded and you have some serious issues you're trying to work through, well, we would absolutely take care of you now.
We were talking about, you said call, so what's the phone number? 315-463-5916, correct?
You got it.
463-5916.
What area code is that, Tom?
That's the big one.
The big one. 463-5916. You can talk, you can quote, or they go to rubberstonenewyork.com.
Now, really quickly, this new product that you have, you don't have to have a substrate.
That's correct. So very interesting in contradiction to the other products that we offer. While it can go over deteriorated surfaces, we don't need to have that substrate. We can just have highly compacted run-of crush, or basically the same type of site prep or surface prep that you would do to install new asphalt or a new concrete surface. But we would put down this Vuba stone, which is a resin-rich poured in place stone aggregate. It's actually granite and marble that's been tumbled, and we mix it together. We pour that in place, and it's 100% permeable. So
Vuba rhymes with
Scuba.
Tom.
That's right. All right. Well, there you go. That's Natasha Schmidt. She's the co-owner of Rubberstone New York, rubberstoneny.com. You can see their website, and if you want to experience it, go to the fair and just walk around, and you'll see it. Thank you so much, and you have a great rest of the day.
Thanks. You do the same.
That's going to wrap up the local show. Time to go play a wedding reception, and then we'll go to the fair. Yeah, this weekend. All right, Steve. On behalf of Zoey Advertising, Tom and Steve, God bless you and your families. Take a walk today and every day with a family member or a friend. It keeps the weight down and the mind clear. The local show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about the local show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, the iHeartRadio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising 3809.